Hey, welcome to Spitz World Beer Review. I'm Jammer.
I'm Jammer fan. Jammer's helpful little beer reviewing side elf.
Yes, I got Prairie Artisan Ales, Christmas Bomb, Imperial Stout brewed with spices.
And I've luckily had that beer and I can talk to Jammer about it. We can have a discussion, but Santa gave me a little coal in my stocking. I got some Genesee. Genesee, it's not, not what you think.
That was weird because when you said Santa gave you a little colon in your spouses. Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
A little colon in my Stalson.
Yeah.
A little coal in my stocking.
Yeah, stocking. That's what it was.
I think the internet's fucking up. We're like a little colon in your Stalson.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
exactly that's exactly what I said. But you know what? That's sausage. Like that's what they would have put in your stocking in the 1600s. It's time for a little colon in your schnauzer, little Sean. You got schnitzel again this year. You got schnitzel again.
Schnitzel strudel.
Yeah. He's like, but Mama, I wanted the doll. You got schnitzel again. Like,
Oh, schnitzel again.
with the intestine, you're like, he's like, what happened to my favorite pig, Mr. Jorgensen? He's like, oh, Mr. Jorgensen died. He very much died. Now his intestines are in your stocking. We shoved his own innards into his own intestines and cooked it and made a sausage just for you, Mr. Svensson. He's like,
Mr. What was his name? I'm sorry.
Mr. Svensson.
Svensson.
No.
Oh
No,
no!
Mr. Svensson. I don't want to be eating you, but you are so tasty.
Yeah, of course she only told him that after he ate half of it, right?
Yeah. Oh, but you're so tasty. I'm so sorry, Mr. Svensson. You must die. We must kill. We must be killing you and your family for sausage.
Oh man, we really reached the deep end, haven't we?
Yeah, we really reached the deep end. We're trying to goad PA Brew News to kind of come on down to Charlie Brown Town.
Yeah. Ride the Hershey Highway, buddy.
Ride the Hershey Highway. Come on down. Yeah, I guess that's like I didn't really mean to make it sound like that, but yeah, you know.
Sorry we missed your comment, man. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're doing this Prairie Artisan Ales
The Prairie Artisan Ales. I've had this one too.
Christmas
Like,
Bomb.
luckily,
Yeah.
I've had all the beers that you've had tonight, so I can like comment on what I think of them.
It says right here, Christmas Bomb Beer, which is an amazing base stout from the Prairie Artisan Ales, is the best beer for the season. Left to age on espresso beans, vanilla beans, chocolate featuring ancho, chili peppers, and additional Christmas spices that bring a blast finish. Treat yourself with a popular holiday imperial stout.
You answered my question, Jammer, because I was going to ask you if there was coffee in it. I remember that, but it's aged on espresso beans, so that means
I tell you, I hate getting phone calls, you know.
yeah. Santa, Santa. The Santa line's ringing.
Yeah.
1-800-SANTA. People are calling it.
Terrible. That's terrible.
That's PA Brew News calling in.
What do I got here? Boom. There we go.
All right.
There we go. Yeah. So, artisan ales, you know, it's pretty elaborate, you know. It has the coffee, the vanilla.
Yeah, and the ancho chilies and everything. That's why it's a prairie bomb. It's got the explosion of all the stuff in there. I just, I don't drink coffee beers as much as I used to because I don't like the coffee, but I don't like the. I wonder if it's going to hit you with caffeine or not. Probably not much,
Well,
but
well, the coffee flavors, they're not
yeah,
so much from actual coffee though.
yeah,
They do have like that's like a vanilla there, a roastiness,
yeah.
slight sweetness. Yeah, but I'm not the greatest. I tell you, my wife would be able to tell you each little.
Pull it all out. She can tell you each note. Yeah,
Yeah, she got the super sniffer and everything. Um,
yeah,
but in general, it does have the roastiness, the coffee, the maltiness, and I smell a slight vanilla, maybe
yeah,
even nutmeg in there. But we'll see. Cheers. Oh yes, it's dark, very dark, like a stout should be. Tan head.
yeah.
There we go. Cheers.
13%. So yeah.
Mm. That is true, Jammer fan. I was going to call you Shag Dog there for a moment. You see that? We locked up.
Nah, it's still you're going. You're all wackadoodle and going like slow motion and
92 by the BA and 13% ABV. All right.
92. Yeah, I mean it's a very nice beer, man. I don't know like too much you can knock it for, other than the fact that it's not sessionable and you would just want to take this over a period of time, like to session it, right? Yeah, you got a big old chug right there, man. Really getting in there. It's aged on the espresso too, so you should get a lot of coffee. I mean, that's why it's the tiny or the
Yeah,
Christmas
the
bomb or
coffee.
whatever. So,
Coffee's there. It's definitely got the coffee. I don't know
yeah,
if you know, I don't know what you say it had, Jammer fan, but definitely has the coffee. It has a
I remember there
sweetness
being
to
a
it.
lot of coffee. I remember there being a lot of coffee.
Yeah, it's a lot of coffee. And
I
like
don't
I
remember
said,
the. I didn't have it this year, so I don't know how spicy the.
oh, I thought you had.
Uh,
No, okay.
Um, it might be different every year. Do you think it's kind of like? I mean, I personally think these Christmas ales are different every year, even if they don't say so. I think anytime you have like a big beer like this with all kinds of different cacao nibs and chilies, I think there's enough variation. It could be different every year.
Well, I don't doubt that they may, especially if they don't tell you that they
Yeah,
might switch it up,
yeah,
because I'm getting a slight licorice, cinnamon, dark
nice.
fruit. Um, of course, I get the spiciness from the peppers and all that stuff, and the roastiness, coffee, espresso type flavors and everything. I mean, it's all
Yeah.
there. I mean, there's like maybe even a clove, but
Now, have you had KBS Kentucky Breakfast Stout from Founders?
mhm.
That's a similar beer. That's a similar ABV. That's like that's barrel aged, but it does have the coffee. This isn't barrel aged, correct? There's no barrel aging here,
No, it doesn't say barrel aged at all. So no, it isn't. The
which
barrel
is
age.
interesting because the barrel aging. So Founders KBS is a very famous beer, right? Like I'm sure you've heard of it. People are always talking about it, like oh Founders and Um, but it's basically almost like this beer, but it's aged in the bourbon barrels. Because this beer isn't, I feel like this beer lets it lets the coffee breathe a little bit more, right? Because you're not getting hit with the barrel notes and all.
Yeah, the
You
funny
know,
thing about the ones that are done in the barrel, whiskey barrels or the rum barrels and all that stuff, they do that, and you get this taste of the barrel. Yeah, yeah, you get that woodiness that they usually have, but you also get hit with that alcohol content.
it adds to it too. Yeah,
Yeah, and and for some reason it just kind of like overpowers the flavor. The wood, the flavor of the wood and everything. In my opinion, the barrel
Yeah.
kind of takes over the beer. This, I think, being that it isn't, you taste more of the beer itself. Yeah, does that make sense to you?
It does, yeah. That's exactly kind of what I was getting at. You get the you're gonna get probably more of those like dusty, chocolate, earthy notes that you wouldn't get. It would get blown out of the water by the barrel notes.
Yeah, this does that have the chocolatey coffee, roasted vanilla, clove, cinnamon.
Nice.
It's got those flavors in there, and
I do remember that.
um, in general, it's a very respectful imperial stout. I'll tell you that much.
I do remember. So see that thin cap of head on there. I
Mm.
remember having that head that stays around even though it's high ABV. See that little ring you
Yeah,
got there?
yeah, it's there,
That's a big-
and the funny thing about it is it's 13%, and I would think it would be more like a 7 because the way
You're
it's
right. Yeah,
masked.
yeah.
It's like it's half of what
What
the
should be? Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And I know from the warming and all that stuff that it's 13. I know that,
yeah.
but it tastes like 7.
Damn, that's nice, man. It's a nice beer. Yeah, the coffee really carries over the taste. It really covers up
Yeah.
the.
And I think in general that any beer that can mask the flavor without being overly sweet or overbearing in any kind of way really really should have more respect towards it. I mean, because
Yeah,
that's a talent in itself for the brewmaster. The brewmaster has to make it to where it doesn't taste or doesn't the alcohol isn't overpowering.
yeah,
Then you talk about the flavors of the different flavors and everything. You got to make those flavors complement each other, and not only complement each other, but also not be drowned out or overpowered by the alcohol, overpowered by the sweetness, overpowered by the coffee notes. Because most stouts have a coffee or chocolatey coffee type flavor, which is roasted and toasted. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah they do, and yeah. Sometimes you don't even need to add in chocolate or coffee. You still get those in the malt,
Yeah.
even you know.
And then you got the dark fruits in there, and then you got the sweetness and all that stuff, and that's one of the big problems with some imperial stouts. They'll go overly sweet. This one
And
does
they
not.
add in, everybody's adding in all kinds of shit to their, they'll add in hazelnuts or they're throwing shit in there.
This one's not that way. It's actually pretty well balanced.
Nice.
It's nice sweetness to it. Um, yes, does it make me froth a little? Yeah, okay, I froth a little bit, but overall, it's pretty easy to drink and everything.
Yeah.
What would I give it? Man, I have to tell you, this is one of the better, especially at this level of ABV.
Nice. Yeah.
One
It's
of the
like an A
better
range
beers.
and yeah, A
Yeah.
range.
Uh, I would have to say definitely an A.
Yeah.
And a good swallow because for it to be so well balanced and mask the alcohol as well, and not to be overly heavy or what's the word, overly sweet.
Yeah. Tannic,
Yeah, all those things there.
tannic, woody, bitter. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, woody and bitter. You know, those for it to be as well as good as it is, you have to turn around and say, okay, I have to give it A. Even though I might not want to give it A, I would have to give it A. You know.
Because the spice can be bitter too, right? If there's too much spice in a beer, it can taste tannic
Yeah.
and bitter as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there's a sweetness coming through and it incorporates that in the, I think I
Yeah.
remember it. I think I remember it being really cinnamon forward. It tasted like a cinnamon pancake
It definitely
kind of.
has that cinnamon, clove, vanilla
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah. That I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess cinnamon pancake is how I was thinking about it when I had it. Like
Well,
or maybe
cinnamon pancake would actually, yeah, I don't know about you, but most cinnamon pancakes also has the vanilla
it
added
does.
to it.
Yeah, the
And
vanilla attitude. Yeah.
yeah, clove not so much, but there is clove in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cinnamon pancake and clove. Like the cinnamon
Yeah.
pancakes on the side, you
Yeah.
have the clove. It's a prairie bomb, so it's a big thing. Now, I will say, man, it makes me tired just looking at it. I'm like, this is our extravaganza last stop of the night, and I'm like, man, just looking at that beer, you think you're going to be able to finish that thing, man?
You know, that's the funny thing. This beer is so high in ABV. Can you spot the difference?
Damn.
There are 13 different. I don't know what they. You know, they got this thing that says, "Can you spot the difference?" 13 different. I don't know what the differences are. You know, because the label itself is kind of weird. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. You won't see it because I'm lagging a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You'll see it in a second. And then I'm going to put the bottle back. There we go. All right, putting the bottle back. Now I'll pick it up and I'll show it to you.
Trivia.
And here I go to show it to you.
I must be really far behind, or I'm super far ahead. I feel
You're
like it must.
traveling in space and time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I was trying to get to the fact though. I was saying like, I think I'm surprised, man. I think you might outlast me. Oh wait, yeah, you did drop it, and now you just now dropped it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, I am like, speaking of time and space, I'm just like starting to get like we've been going for I think about 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours,
Yeah.
something crazy
Yeah.
like that. Because it was
It's
like
12
three.
o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, like I'll hang with you as long as you're going, like.
Yeah. Let me finish this one and we can continue on.
I mean, I'm saying like as soon as this one's done, man, I I'm just bowing out.
What?
I'm bowing out, man. Like it's like you said, midnight. We're going for 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours. I just I need to get some dinner in me, dude.
What?
I need to get
What?
some food.
It's midnight and we started what? I don't know
Well,
when you actually joined me.
it was well, it's 10 o'clock here my time, and it was 3 my time when I joined. So it's been like 7 hours, man. It's like 3:30, 6.5 hours.
Wow. Okay. Well.
So that's like a lot. I'm not trying to puss out. I'm just saying I need to get some food. Maybe look, let me rally, man. Let me rally and get some food and come back. But my stomach's rumbling like I didn't have lunch, and then so I started and I've just been drinking beer for most of the day. I just need to get some calories, man.
Well, you got calories from beer.
Not these. I'm not. You've been drinking all these crazy dark beers, dude, and I've been drinking like fucking Genesee Light. Like,
That is true. You have been drinking
like
light
you
beer.
you you've been drinking these like dark like rye bread. You're like, oh, it's a hearty bread. Like I'm not drinking a hearty bread over here, you know.
Um.
But how about this, man? I'm gonna just drop out for now. I'm gonna rally. You keep going. I'll pop back in, man. Just keep hitting me with the links if you start a new video. You're already at 20 minutes on this one.
Wow, 20 minutes, and I got that little bit left. You see that?
Yeah,
I don't know if you see it because
I can see it. There's a little bit left. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm lagging, so.
Whoa, no, you did super speed. You were like,
All
what?
right, so there we
Sometimes
go.
it'll catch up and it'll show you going like a million miles an hour, and you were like, dude, going like you were like shaking that like beer up like crazy, dude. Now it's synced up. Yeah, you're. Oh, yeah. I just saw you chug it. I just saw you chug it.
Yeah, I
You might
chugged that.
you might regret that.
Yeah, I might regret that.
Well, how about this, man? Let's take a little break. You should get some food too, man. At least a snack like a granola bar or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something. I got something already that's been cooking, and I'll grab
Yeah.
it, and then I'll turn around and send you a link and start the next video.
All right. Yeah. I'll see you then,
All
man.
right.
We'll take a little break.
Let me go over here and where's
Yeah.
that? All right. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. Oh, did I give it the grade on this? Jammer fan?
I think you gave it an A. You didn't give a specific score. You just said A.
A and a complete swallow because you can't
Complete
chug it.
full.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but it's very delicious, very easy to
Yeah.
drink for the alcohol content.
For the alcohol, not a chugger, but you drink it for the yeah.
Yeah. And guess what, guys and gals and everything in between? Prairie Artisan Ales out of where was it at? California, Oklahoma.
No, the Midwest, somewhere in the Midwest, Kansas or Missouri or somewhere.
Says here,
Kansas City.
brewed and packaged by what the hell?
It's got to have an address. I don't know. You're got to have an address on there somewhere.
It says brewed and packaged by Keta or Brewing Company or whatever out of McAllister, Oklahoma. It's not even
Oklahoma, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not even
Oklahoma.
Prairie Artisan Ales. It's some other company, you know. What a
That
way to
maybe that's
fake
just.
people out.
I think it might just be the distributor they have or whatever. Like,
No, it says
'cause
brewed and bottled by.
I don't know. I don't know a lot about their company. I just know they have. I've had their beers a couple times, but
Let's see what it says on Beer Advocate just real quick before you leave
yeah,
here. Where's it
no,
at?
it's worth investigating. These little fuckers are trying to cheat, huh?
It still says Prairie Artisan Ales. That's weird. It does call it an American Imperial Stout, though.
Maybe they got bought out recently and it hasn't updated. You know, like maybe they got bought out.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and liking, and tinkling the little bells.
Tinkling.
Shag Dog loves. Yeah. Shag Dog loves a little tinkle. Uh, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks to Jammer Fan. He's awesome. Make sure you like, subscribe, tinkle, everything just because of Jammer Fan, you know.
Oh,
There you
thanks,
go.
man.
Yep. And we'll see you on the next one in just a little bit because I'm going to go ahead
Yeah,
and get something to eat, and then I'm going to send him a link,
yeah.
and I'm going to do a link, and we're going to be a link, and then we're going to be there. All right. So
All
here
right,
we go.
all right.